How's it going, everyone? Your boy Corey here, aka Crasher, back with a new video, and ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves quite the interesting tale to discuss here, and it all starts with Twitch. Surprise, surprise, once again, we are going to be talking about things that are taking place on Twitch, and this right here is pretty damn interesting, and also quite the no-brainer as well. Check me out on this. So let me start off by asking you guys a question to comment your answers down below of this video. Do you guys think it is a good idea to record/stream yourselves watching entire full episodes of TV shows despite the risk of there being, I don't know, copyright? Comment your answers down below. I'm curious to know what you guys have to say about that. Because there is a new meta that has been recently surfacing on Twitch, and this meta revolves around streamers watching TV shows in its entirety, like MasterChef, and it's actually crazy how they were able to get away with it despite there being a heavy risk of copyright. And it's actually funny because as problematic as YouTube is, they're actually a lot more strict when it comes to copyrighted content being posted on the site, whereas Twitch seems to have a lot less restrictions when it comes to copyright. So let's get started because we have a few things to go through in this video, such as this first article from Dexerto that is titled, XQC laughs off claims he will be banned by Twitch if he keeps watching TV shows. Felix XQC Langil has laughed off warnings Twitch is going to ban him if he keeps watching movies and TV shows on streams, dubbing the popular purple platform the Wild West when it comes to what's actually a bannable offense. Also, side note, ladies and gentlemen, in the midst of this article, we have ourselves an article on the right side of the screen that's titled, Pokimane Banned on Twitch Amid DMCA Drama Following Avatar Stream. Seems like the walls are crumbling down when it comes to this TV show meta, Twitch. Twitch stars watching TV shows, in most cases, Gordon Ramsay series, while streaming has been the talk of the digital town over the past few weeks. Right in the middle of the storm has been Twitch's most popular streamer, enigmatic French-Canadian star XQC, who had a heavy hand in starting the trend in late 2021. He's been defending his show-watching exploits for more than a week now, especially after they just gave him a chance to team up with Ramsay, and is still sticking to his guns in early January. And XQC claims there's no Twitch bans coming either. The streamer is so convinced he won't get banned, he's laughing about the DMCA warnings, dubbing them silly and suspending viewers that say otherwise. I'm going to be honest. I think you're just totally incorrect, the French-Canadian star said to one Twitch fan who suggested watching shows was a surefire way to draw the ire of Twitch and subsequently get banned. Why do people act like DMCA are going to do shit? People have been doing all this DMCA shit for the longest time ever, watching shows included. I don't think it's an issue, really. They enforce stuff based on how likely it is to blow up, and then Twitch has to ban you. TV shows don't really have that. It's why boxing is, like, extremely DMCA, it's so insane. Twitch is the Wild West, he claimed. When it comes to other shit, it's like the Wild West for DMCA strikes. Nobody knows what's going to stick and what won't stick. XQC did concede every Twitch streamer currently watching shows as part of their regular schedules could be hit with a tidal wave of new DMCA claims, like Ludwig warned earlier this week, but said he isn't worried because if it does happen, it will hit every single streamer together. Yeah, that could happen, he said when it was brought up in his January 2nd stream. He, Ludwig, isn't wrong. It is what it is, though. That would be an actual disaster for the entire industry, so what is the answer then? Langiel has previously been suspended for DMCA strikes and was briefly barred from the Purple platform in late July for watching Olympics streams with his fans. Okay, so there are some interesting things to pick out from this article. So number one, it sounds like that XQC isn't worried at all about the consequences of DMCA and all of that, yet he is acknowledging that this thing could very well blow up, that people could be struck down and DMCA'd for doing the exact type of thing that XQC is doing. Like, how do you go from laughing off claims of being banned from Twitch, which, by the way, has happened before when he was watching the Olympics last summer, to suddenly conceding to the fact that there could potentially be a tidal wave of new DMCA claims like Ludwig warned earlier in the week? Like, that right there just kind of seems like it's a little bit contradictory, or that the story is kind of turning a little bit here, that perhaps XQC went from kind of being a little bit cocky about the whole thing to suddenly realizing, oh shit, yeah, this right here could happen. And it could happen to me because it happened before. Like, just imagine if you were watching whole Pokemon episodes on Twitch. No doubt, you would be instantly DMCA'd for that. There's absolutely no question, because the copyright when it comes to Japanese IP, they don't fuck around with that shit. Even if you were to use little clips here and there for fair use, there is still a high chance that you could get DMCA'd and have your content removed. They do not mess around with that stuff. And on that note, let's actually move on to the second article here, the one that I referenced here during the first article. Pokimane banned on Twitch amid DMCA drama following Avatar stream. Pokimane is the first big scalp of Twitch's DMCA drama, with the longtime streamer being banned midway through a 10-hour Avatar The Last Airbender watch party on January 7th. It's unclear how long she's been suspended for. Twitch's DMCA dramas have moved on from music to TV shows, and now the platform's first big scalp has been claimed. Pokimane, the popular streamer, was streaming a 10-hour Avatar The Last Airbender watch party to tens of thousands of fans, mirrored to try and skirt the system, only to get taken off the platform entirely on January 7th. Her 8.5 million follower Twitch profile is nowhere to be found on the platform, instead rerouting to a 404 page. Pokimane's ban comes after the rise of TV show and movie reaction content on Twitch. XQC, Mizkif, and others have gone viral watching MasterChef as well as Avatar, even as fellow streamers like Sodapoppin and Ludwig warned of the dangers of DMCA. Sikuno, who was live during the ban, found it surprising Pokimane was the only streamer targeted so far. While Annie's was streaming Avatar, Mizkif had just finished his binge and was watching MasterChef. I don't want to be that dude, but Mizkif streamed Avatar too. Does that mean he gets banned? I'm snitching on him, but he streamed it to like 50,000 people, Sikuno said. The ban has also prompted other stars like Jeremy Disguised Toast Wang to delete their VODs and clips to try and protect themselves from any DMCA bans. Pokimane took the ban in jest though, tweeting out an iconic line on Twitter following the takedown, "The Fire Nation attacked." At least she's taking it well. Pokimane has also confirmed her suspension will last 48 hours with a big 12-hour comeback stream planned for Monday, January 10th. However, it's likely Pokimane won't be the last streamer struck down by DMCA during Twitch's latest meta. Okay, so it seems like that they made a big example out of one of the biggest streamers on the platform being Pokimane. It seems like that star power isn't enough to skirt your way past the copyright rules, otherwise Pokimane would not have been taken down. Now, I want to make it very clear, It's one thing if you make a reaction where it's heavily edited, where it's either clips of your reactions, or if there is no audio from the episode, and you are visually obscuring the actual episode itself, and you're giving your commentary, maybe dubbing a little music over it, then that right there should be fine, because you are not showing the actual episode in its entirety. But when it comes to the way these streamers have done it on Twitch, they are literally showing whole episodes without any obstructions whatsoever, and it amazes me how they think that they could get away with that. Now we have one more article to go through before we call it a night for this video. Twitch's TV show Meta Bubble is about to burst, but who takes the blame? Pokimane's Twitch ban has demonstrated one thing. Twitch's TV show Meta Bubble is about to burst. However, who takes the blame? Streamers for fleeting the rules, or Twitch's poor enforcement of DMCA? Frankly, it's hard to look past the negligence of the latter. I agree with that, 100% actually. The Twitch meta is a fickle beast. It's the thing streamers live and die by, following aimlessly, even if it leads to their downfall. The hot tub and ASMR meta martyred Indie Fox, the music DMCA saga, now solved with adequate rights in place, saw more widespread concern. Now, the TV show meta has claimed its first victim in Pokimane, caught while streaming Avatar: The Last Airbender for 10 hours on stream. The widely considered role model of the platform no longer has a presence, even if temporarily. Much like the music DMCA saga, it sent fellow streamers into a VOD-deleting clip obliterating bonanza. Thank God for those new tools Twitch punched out, begrudgingly it seemed at times. If the bubble hasn't burst already, the needle is on the brink of breaking that tension. And real quick, ladies and gentlemen, I want to bring your guys' attention to this image right here. Now, unfortunately, it's just an image. We can't play anything from it. But you can see the layout here, where the episode is practically in full view, and there is assumingly volume to it, seeing how the speaker icon shows that there is volume from this clip. And we can see Pokimane's webcam barely covering any part of the episode. So that right there is definitely not surprising that this sort of thing happened to Pokimane, unfortunately, but that's just how the cookie crumbles, man. You got caught. However, this article isn't here to argue why restreaming copyrighted content is bad. It's common sense that if you don't own something, you shouldn't rebroadcast it without permission. Twitch streaming with commentary, no matter what angle of fair use you use, isn't transformative content. But in saying that, the fault of why copyrighted content goes viral and these metas form isn't a fault of the streamers. They're just doing their job in entertainment. Instead, the blame firmly lies on Twitch's repeated negligence of DMCA enforcement, and if they're not careful, it could lead to the platform's ultimate demise. Yes, it definitely could. The nature of streaming, entertainment, and showbiz is all about pushing the boundaries. To make it in the industry, it's about following trends. If the trend becomes reacting to Gordon Ramsay asking about lamb sauce, or watching Avatar with your chat, streamers are going to do just that, even if the legalities are murky at best. Instead of putting the onus on streamers to set the boundaries of what they stream though, Twitch needs to step in. Their staff needs to stop watching these restreams. It's been spotted before, and actually set proper DMCA standards on their platform. This is in no way condoning the actions of streamers who decide to stream TV shows like MasterChef, Kitchen Nightmares, or Avatar. However, streamers cannot self-moderate like this. No matter how many times Sodapoppin, Shroud, or others say streaming TV shows on Twitch is bad, streamers will do it as long as it gets them views. Twitch needs to protect their image and their stars by putting an end to this DMCA nonsense. It's not like the technology isn't there. Just ask Ludwig with his 3 bans during his first week of YouTube. all DMCA related. Warning streamers and taking down their streams if they show copyrighted content is a must if the platform wants to survive the weight of whatever legal battle is brewing, and I'm willing to bet that there are some of those battles brewing as we speak. No one is crying tears over Pokimane getting banned, least of all themselves, given they've set themselves up for life on the platform and have said as much. However, once this crosses into the line of punishing streamers trying to follow their idols with this DMCA dangerous reaction content, and Twitch doesn't do anything to protect small streamers, that's when it becomes a massive problem. Twitch star CoCarnage probably put it best in the aftermath of Pokimane's ban. You absolutely could make the argument that Pokimane was a fool for trying to do this, just like all the other folks streaming content with obvious DMCA risks. But Twitch sitting there and just watching while all this happens is also pretty frustrating. Do something about this. They managed to add a music DMCA system, even if it is lackadaisical. Adding another one for streamers restreaming content live is a no-brainer. Twitch can't keep pushing away responsibility and sitting on their hands. It's their platform and their future, and no one will be sympathetic for them once the bubble bursts and the crackdown happens, which will inevitably see their top streamers flee. Streamers will continue to do dumb stuff, but at least shore up the guardrails. Okay, so all three of these articles were quite the mouthfuls of information here, and it honestly can be summed up pretty easily. This right here is something that is a no-brainer, yet once a meta happens, people are going to capitalize on it, no matter how risky it is. Just like the hot tub meta, the ASMR meta, and now the meta that is involving watching copyrighted content live, unedited, and in full view for the whole world to see. That right there is a recipe among recipes of disasters, and a recipe, I might add, that Gordon Ramsay will kick you out of his kitchen for. Or in this case, Twitch kicking you out of their kitchen, even though they don't really have a kitchen. It also shows the inconsistencies that Twitch has when it comes to their systems. At least as problematic as YouTube is, their copyright system is more or less more consistent, and I say that very, very loosely because consistency isn't exactly a well-known thing on their site, but at least they're more consistent than Twitch is when it comes to copyright and DMCA. When it comes to Twitch here, we have streamers literally getting away with watching full-fledged episodes of TV shows in full view and getting away with it. You would not be able to get away with it at all on YouTube. Not even for a full hour. No way. Now, as much as I despise Twitch and what they have done in the past with double standards and unfair bans and all that stuff, I do not want to see Twitch go away, because if Twitch goes away, then that means all of the streamers that have worked their tails off for all of these years, making a platform and making a living for themselves, if Twitch goes away, then they lose their ability to make money, to feed themselves, to pay bills, to support a roof over their head. Point is, I don't want to see anyone lose anything over something as ridiculous as this. Twitch needs to step up and take responsibility, because if they don't, then it's not just the platform itself that's going to pay dearly for it. The streamers are going to be paying the biggest price out of all of this. But at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, these are just my own opinions and takeaways from this situation. What are your guys' thoughts and opinions about what it is we talked about here in this video? Whether you agree with me or disagree with me, I would love to hear you guys out. Just remember to keep it respectful in the comments down below if you do happen to disagree. Thank you guys very much for watching. Thank you for your time as well in viewing this video. Have yourself a damn good one, guys, and I'll be seeing you in the next video.